Hello, my friends. This is your friend Jay Madhav, internet marketing guru. I'm going to talk briefly about hashtags. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of hashtags. You're familiar with the basic concept that there is this thing called hashtags, and you can use it with the pound sign to tag your posts. However, knowing what they are and conceptually and in using them correctly are two different things. So hashtags can be used on pretty much all social media sites. Your YouTube posts, your Facebook posts, your Instagram posts, your Twitter posts, and so on and so forth, just as I do in my videos. But in order to use hashtags correctly, you still want to be keeping in mind what are relevant keywords that I want someone to search on that pulls up my post. So it's all about relevancy to the content that you're posting, which is congruent with all other internet marketing efforts, right? And what those sites and search engines aim to do, which is to find in a fraction of a second when an individual is searching on something, the most relevant content online that's pertinent to their search and bring those up as search results. Okay, so that's the matching that these social media sites and search engines aim to accomplish. And if you're going to contribute to that, then you got to be doing it constructively and in the right way, and it's kosher with their objectives, right? So you've got, I'm searching, let's say I'm searching on, I have a cold right now, so let's say I'm searching on best sinus congestion medicines. Okay, I click it. By the way, it could be searching on Facebook or it could be searching on YouTube. These days, a lot of social media sites are almost search engines too. They'll pull up content that's relevant to what you're trying to find information on or the question that you're asking, trying to get an answer for. But let's say you put that in Google and you click go. Well, you want search engines that come up with information relevant to what you're looking for, which is medications that are good for sinus congestion. I actually did this search myself last week because I have sinus congestion. So you don't want something coming up that's DSW shoes and their specials and discounts and new offerings. How is that relevant to what you're looking for? It's irrelevant. So search engines and also social media sites have a goal to try and filter out those results that bring noise into the picture, something that's not going to address your question. That's what they're trying to accomplish. And if you're going to post correctly and use hashtags, you need to keep that in mind. So let's say you're posting, let's say that you're posting, you have a business, and let's say that you make handbags and you out of your home and you sell them, so you're a small business, and you have handbags that are made completely out of environmentally friendly, biodegradable, recycled products. Okay, I'm just making up an example out of thin air. Well, then you want to put hashtags on your posts with pictures and content that are relevant to that you make handbags with environmentally friendly components, biodegradable, and so on and so forth, environmentally friendly. So you might put a hashtag in front of your post that says environmentally friendly handbags. Pound environmentally friendly handbags. Or something, another related to similar keyword like pound handbags from recycled material, let's say. So that would be an example, and you don't put spaces in between, you just run it on. Search engines and social media sites will know what words are included there following your hashtag. But that's a kind of tagging of your post with keywords included there relevant to the content of your post, right? So you get the concept, right? Now you get a little bit of understanding of the techniques at a basic level. That's a kind of 10,000 foot view of how you begin in the world of doing hashtags for your social media postings. And what I would encourage you to do, because you always want to do testing and look at data analytics, at least in my field, is you can do some tests, right? Some kind of A/B multivariate testing where you do a post, you don't put any tagging on it, you do another post somewhere else, and you do put some tagging on it, and then just follow over the next 24, 48 hours or week or beyond. You can usually get the data from the social media sites on how many views, how many impressions of it, or how many views, or how many times your video is being watched, and so on and so forth, and just track the differences. And based on that information, you can fine-tune how to better tag and what keywords to use in your tagging. Okay? Keep in mind, the keywords you want to use are words that your audience is going to search on. Okay? Let's say you don't want them to be searching on, you do the research and you say people search more on purses, not handbags. Okay, that's enlightening information. We can use that to help us get more exposure on our postings. So we'll do pound purses made from recycled material. See, I've changed it now. But that's very important strategically to know what words to include based on how does your audience search, the audience that you want this content to now be available to. Okay? So there's the concept and there's the in-practice technique. I'm Jay Madhav. Thanks for listening.